Hello children, welcome back to Insight Engine Academy. So in the last class, we have discussed what is distance, displacement, the differences between the distance and displacement very clearly. What is distance? It's the length of the path. It has no direction. It's a scalar quantity. CGS unit centimeter, SI unit is meter. What is displacement? Displacement is also a distance, but it's a shortest path. Shortest distance or distance in one direction is called displacement. Right? These basics we have discussed in the previous case. Okay? Distance always positive. Displacement can be zero, can be positive, can be negative, but distance always positive. Okay, so all those things we have discussed in the previous video. Now we are going to talk about another important term which we use regularly in kinematics, that is speed. Okay, now we are going to understand the definition of the speed first. What is speed? Okay, see, speed, let's say this is 100 meters distance. What is the length of this? 100 meters. Okay, here also I will take MS 100 meters distance. Okay, let's imagine here the best runner between the wickets, MS Dhoni. Okay, MSD, and here of course King Kohli. Both are good legends of Indian cricket team, right? Now let us, for funny thing we are understanding, let us have a race between MSD and Virat Kohli. Okay, King Kohli. They have to travel 100 meters of distance. Okay, race started at once. They started running at once. MSD covered this 100 meters in 20 seconds. And this Virat Kohli covered this in 25 seconds. Right? Now we are going to calculate the speed of the MSD. Okay? Speed of MSD. So generally we calculate the speed using the formula speed is equal to distance traveled by an object within the time or time taken or time interval. Okay, what is the distance traveled here? 100 meters. And what is the time taken here? 20 seconds. Okay, if you do the cancellation 0 0 2 1s to 2 5s, okay, and here you will get the answer 5 meters per second. 5 meters per, and if you do the same, you find the speed of the Virat Kohli, King Kohli. Now same formula, distance 100 meters by time 25 seconds, 25 ones, 25 fours. So Virat Kohli's speed is 4 meters per second. MSD speed is 5 meters per second. Okay. So here whatever the distance and the time is given, we have converted into this way. Second is unit time here. Second is unit time. 1 second is unit time. In this unit time, what is the distance covered by MSD? 5 meters. That means MSD covers 5 meters in every second. 5 meters in 1 second, right? So Virat Kohli covers 4 meters in 1 second. Okay. Who traveled more distance in 1 second? MSD traveled 5 meters in 1 second. Kohli traveled 4 meters in 1 second. Then who traveled more distance in 1 second? MSD traveled more distance. Then obviously who is faster among these both? MSD is faster than Virat Kohli, right? Yes. See, here we have taken 1 second. It is a unit time. Okay. With the help of this unit time, we have to measure the distance traveled by that object. Then we can understand which is faster, which is slower. We can understand, we can compare the speed of the two objects. So from this example, what we can understand? Speed is defined as the rate of distance traveled by an object. Rate of distance traveled by an object is called distance, or the rate an object covers a distance. The rate an object covers a distance is called speed. The rate refers that particular quantity divided by time. So why do we divide with time? To understand how fast it is happening and how slow it is happening. Time is, okay, with the help of the time, when we divide, we understand its rate, whether it is happening faster or slower. Okay. Yes. So here unit time we have considered. In unit time, MSD covered 5 meters. Kohli covered 4 meters. Then who covered more distance in 1 second? Unit time. MSD covered more distance in unit time. So speed of the MSD is greater than speed of the Virat Kohli. Okay. So what is the mathematical formula? Speed is equal to distance by time. This is the formula of the speed. Speed is generally denoted by V. Distance is denoted by D, and time is denoted by T. V is equal to d by t. This is the formula for speed, and I'm going to write units of speed. Okay, so generally units we derive from the formula. First we have to write the formula of the speed. What is the speed formula? Speed is equal to distance by time. If you know the distance units and the time units, automatically you will get the speed units. So we are deriving the speed units with the help of distance and time. So it's a derived unit. Speed is a derived unit, derived physical quantity. Okay, speed is a derived physical quantity. The units which we are going to write, they are called derived units. Now distance, CGS unit, centimeter, time CGS unit, second. So centimeter per second. We should not read by second, we should read centimeter per second, right? So this is the CGS unit of the speed. Next, what is the SI unit of the speed? What is the SI unit of the distance? Meters. And what is the SI unit of the time? Second. So the SI unit of the speed is meter per second. And practical unit. Generally, when you travel in the cars or trains, they don't travel only meters. They travel kilometers, and they have taken hours together of time. Okay, that is why we are taking kilometer and hour. Kilometer per hour. Kilometer is the practical unit of the distance. Hour is the practical unit of the time. So this is a practical unit. Practically objects travel with this particular unit, kilometer per hour. It is not the CGS unit, it is not the SI unit. Remember, whenever in the problems kilometers per hour given, we have to convert them into SI system, meter per second, or we have to convert into centimeter per second if the question is asked in centimeters. Okay, so how to convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second, we will discuss. Meanwhile, please note down the definition of the speed and also units of the speed. Okay, with this example, please note down. What is the CGS unit of the speed? Centimeter per second. SI unit meter per second. Practical unit kilometer per hour, right? If they have given kilometer per hour, we have to convert that into SI. So how to convert kilometer per hour into SI? So here 1 kilometer per hour is equal to how many meters per second? This is the question. Okay, so we have to convert kilometers into meters, and we have to convert hours into seconds. Then 1 kilometer is equal to how many meters? 1000 meters. 1 hour is equal to how many seconds? 3600 seconds. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Each minute 60 seconds. 60 into 60, 3600 seconds. Okay, 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter per 1000 meters. Okay, now we have to substitute both values here. In the place of 1 kilometer, what we have to write? 1000 meters. In the place of hour, what we have to write? 3600 seconds, because we are converting kilometers into meters, hours into seconds. Now 2 zeros cancel, 2 5s 2 into 18. So we can't do the simplification further. This is a prime number. Okay, 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meters per second. This you have to remember. If you want to convert, okay, kilometer per hour into meter per second, the number which is given, okay, we have to multiply 5 by 18. We have to multiply that number with 5 by 18, so that automatically that is converted into kilometer per hour into meter per second. Okay, right. Sometimes we may convert meter per second into kilometer per hour also. Sometimes it is required. So previously what we have done, kilometer per hour we have converted into meter per second. Now what we have to do, we have to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour. Simple idea. So 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. If you bring this 5 by 18 from RHS to LHS, they becomes reciprocal. Automatically 18 by 5. So 1 meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. You have to remember this is also. Okay. Here just imagine 5 by 18 meter per second can be written as 5 by 18 into 1 meter per second. If you transpose this from RHS to LHS, this becomes 18 by 5. So that is only I have written here. Okay. Understood? Yes. Okay. This is a conversion of kilometer per hour into meter per second and meter per second into kilometer per. Clear? Right. Please note down these values, because this will come across Most of the times this will come across while we solving the problem. That is why you have to remember, don't forget this value. Okay. Now let us do some numericals, some problems. Okay, to understand the speed. Okay, very clearly we will discuss some problems. Okay, so what is the speed formula? Speed is equal to distance by time. Okay, so they will give you distance value and time value and ask you to calculate the speed. So use this formula, speed is equal to distance by time. Is it clear? Sometimes speed will be given, distance will be given. Okay, and they ask you to calculate the distance. Then what happened? See, speed is equal to distance by time. If they ask you to find the distance, now you have to bring this time from RHS to LHS. What does the time do here? Time is dividing distance. So the quantity which is dividing in the RHS, if you transpose from RHS to LHS, it becomes multiplier of this quantity. Then what happened? Speed into time is equal to distance. So distance is equal to what, Nana? Speed into time. Okay, it is dividing. If you transpose here, it multiplies. Okay, if sometimes time is asked, okay, time is the question, they will give you speed value and they will give you distance value. Okay, then if they ask you to calculate the time, okay, the quantity which is to be found, that should be left side. The other quantities which are related to this, we have to transpose from LHS to RHS. Here are speed and time multiplying each other. So speed is a multiplier of the time. If you transpose the speed from LHS to RHS, it divides. So time formula, time is equal to distance by speed. Okay. So generally these three formulas, this is actually only one formula. Okay. But we have written these formulas in terms of each and every quantity. Right? So these three formulas you have to remember. Okay, tell me. One is speed is equal to distance by time. Time is equal to distance by speed, and distance is equal to speed into time. Learn these three formulas to solve the problems. Okay, we'll discuss some problems now. A scooter covers 300 meters in 5 minutes. Okay, then find its speed. So we have to calculate the speed, and what is given? One is time, other one is distance. Okay, so meter refers what? Meter refers distance, minute refer what? Time. So meter is a unit of distance, minute is a unit of time. So distance is given. So first what are given you have to note down. Distance D is equal to 300 meters and time is equal to 5 minutes. Okay, now we have to calculate speed. Speed is the question mark. So what is the formula we have to calculate to find the speed? Speed is equal to distance by time. This formula we have to use. Speed is equal to distance by time, right? Then what is the speed value here? Okay, to calculate the speed value we need distance value. What is the distance value here? Distance D is equal to 300 meters. Let us substitute that value. Okay, so distance value 300 meters by time value how much? 5 minutes. Okay, but remember one thing, when distance in centimeters, time must be in seconds. When distance in meters, time also must be in seconds, because centimeter per second is the CGS unit of the speed, meter per second is the SI unit of the speed. If the distance in meters, time must be in the seconds. But here time is given in minutes. If you, without looking at this, without giving any thought, if you substitute this value directly, you will get the wrong answer. That is why, while solving the problems in physics, the first thing what we have to understand, whether all the given quantities are in the same system of unit or not. Either all the things should be in the CGS or all the things should be in the SI. Most probably, we have to convert them into SI system. Then we solve the problem. So it is, minute is not a CGS unit. It is not a SI unit. Okay. Then what we have to do? We have to convert this minute into seconds. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Okay. So 1 minute is equal to how many seconds? 60 seconds. Then 5 minutes is equal to how many seconds? X. Cross multiplication. X into 1 is equal to 5 into 60 is equal to 300 seconds. Of course, you know easy calculation, but how to do the cross multiplication also we'll understand this. So 5 minutes considered as 300 seconds. Now I'll take this 300 seconds here. Now 300 get cancelled. Okay. Then 1 meter per second. This is the speed. Speed is equal to 1 meter per second. What is the speed of the scooter? 1 meter per 1 second. Okay. So this way we have to calculate. So note down this problem. We'll discuss more problems. A train cross the bridge in 5 seconds. Okay. If the speed of the train is 90 km per hour. Okay. Then find the length of the bridge. This is a question. Okay. So a train crosses a bridge. Just imagine here there is a bridge. Okay. Here water flows. Okay. So the bridge goes this way from here. The train goes this way on this bridge. This is the train. Right. So this train from this point to this point. Okay, whenever the engine comes here and finally this last bogie, that means last compartment of the train crosses. Okay, this is a bridge, same bridge. Okay, and now this train is here. So to cross this bridge, this train took 5 seconds of time. So what is the time given? So time is 5 seconds. What is the speed of the train? Speed is given this time, speed. So time is denoted by what, Nana? T. Speed is denoted by V. Speed is equal to 90 km per hour. And we have to calculate length of the bridge. So length is nothing but distance. What do we have to calculate? Distance. Length of the bridge is nothing but the distance traveled by the train. Okay. So distance, length of bridge. It is nothing but distance. So D is equal to question mark. Okay. Actually, what is the formula we have? Speed is equal to distance by time. But here distance is equal to what? Speed into time. So distance is equal. Okay. Distance is equal to what? No, speed into time. Speed is denoted by V, time is denoted by T, right? So speed is given 90 km per hour. 90 km per hour. Okay, nice. But before substituting the values, we have to understand all these things should be in the same system. Okay. So what we have discussed, we have to convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second. Yes or no? That is why we should not substitute 90 value here. First we have to convert this 90 km per hour into meter per second. Okay. So to convert 90 km per hour into meter per second, already in the just now we have discussed to convert kilometer into meters, meter per second into kilometer per hour. Okay. To convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we have to multiply the given number with 5 by 18 because 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meters per second. That you have to remember. Here 90 kilometer per hour is given. Okay. So this can be written as what? 90 kilometer per hour. 90 kilometer per hour can be written as 90 into 1 kilometer per hour. Then 90 into 1 kilometer. 90 into 190 only, na? 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per 5 by 18 meter per second. 18 ones, 18 fives. 5 into 5, 25 meters per second. Okay. So speed is equal to 25 meter per second. Now length of the bridge we have to calculate. We have to calculate the length of the bridge. So length of the bridge, nothing but the distance. Okay. Distance. To find the distance, this is the formula. Speed into time. What is the speed now? Speed 90 km per hour is given in the problem, but we have converted into meter per second. Then which will you substitute? Will you substitute 90 or will you substitute 25? While solving the problem, compulsory we have to go with SI units only. So meter per second should be used. So 25 should be substituted here. So 25 to what is the T value? Time T is given 5 seconds. Okay. So time T is given 5 seconds. So 25 into 5. Then distance, length of the bridge is equal to 25 into 5, 125. Here speed unit meter per second, time unit is second, second cancel, unit is meter. Okay, distance unit is meter. In this way we have to solve the problem. Remember, whenever kilometer per hour given, compulsory you have to convert into meter per second, so that you have to multiply that given number with 5 by 18. Okay, I hope you are understanding these problems, how to solve. Okay, we will discuss more problems for better understanding. Now we will discuss another problem related to the speed. Find the time taken by car moving at a speed of 60 kilometer per hour to cover the distance 100 meters. Okay, what we have to calculate in this problem? In this problem we have to calculate time. What is given? Speed is given. Okay, so speed is equal to 60 kilometer per hour, and time taken we have to calculate, and this car covers how much distance? 100 meters. So the distance covered is given 100 meters. What is the speed of the car? 60 kilometer per hour, that is given. What is the distance covered by the car? 100 meters, that is this. Now what do we have to calculate? We have to calculate time value. Okay? Time t is equal to question mark. Okay, speed is equal to distance by time. Time is equal to what? Distance by speed, right? So to calculate the time, what is the formula we have? Distance by speed. This is the formula we have. Now time t should be found. Okay, nice. But here you have to remember one thing. The speed is given kilometer per hour. Distance is given in meters. This refer kilometer and this refer meter. This is not the SI unit. This is the practical unit. This is SI unit. Meter is a SI unit. But kilometer per hour is not a SI unit. Okay, we have to convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second. Okay, how do you convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second? So you have to do this way. 60 kilometer per hour is equal to 60 into 1 kilometer per hour. First you have to write this step. Okay, is equal to 60 into 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. And in the place of this 1 kilometer per hour, we have to write 5 by 18 meter per second. 5 by 18 meter per second. So 60 into 5, 300 by 18 meter per second. Do we get any number with the 18 table in this? Either 60? No, we don't get 60 exactly. 60 is not exactly divisible by 18. Okay, that is why 60 into 5 we have taken 300 by 18. Then do the division. Okay, a small rough work. If you do 300 divided by 18, 18 twos are 36, but 18 ones 18. So the remaining 12, 120. Okay, in 18, 18 fives are 90. Okay, 18 sevens 126. 90 plus 36, right? 126. 18 5s are 90, 18 6s are 108. Okay, well, how much left over? 12 left over. 0. Again it is repeating. Same we will get 16.6. So if you do the division of this 300 by 18, how much we are getting? 16.6 meters per second. Okay, this is, we have to calculate what actually we have to calculate? Time. Problem is not finished. So the 16.6 meter per second, this is speed. Now time is equal to distance traveled. What is the distance traveled? Distance traveled is equal to 100 meters. Then the speed value, speed is equal to 60 kilometer per hour given, but we have converted that 60 kilometer per hour in meter per second. This value we have to substitute meter per second, because this is in meter SI unit, and then this also should be in SI unit. 16.6 meter per second. Okay, right. So meter per second, second goes to numerator, meter cancel. Okay, second goes to meter per second, denominator, the denominator goes to numerator, reciprocal. Now 100 by 16.6, how do you write this? 100 by 166, but instead of this decimal, when I remove this decimal, I can keep 10 here. Okay, so t is equal to 1000 by 166. If you do the division of this 1000 divided by 166, okay, so 166 into 15 5s 75, 15 6 90. Let us try to do in 6 6 are 36, 6 6 are 36, plus 3 39, 6 1 is 6, 6 plus 3 996 we are getting. So 166 into 6, 996, 4 is left over. 0.0, even though it is not sufficient, we can keep one more 0. So that we can keep one more 0 here. Okay, in the remainder 166 twos, okay, 320, 342, okay, 342, 6.02 we are getting. So time is equal to 6.02 seconds. Okay, in this way we have to solve the problem. Sometimes the speed is given this way. If the speed is given 72 km per hour, that goes in 18 table. 36 km per hour, that goes in 18 table. 90 km per hour, so 90, 72, 36, okay, all these 54, all these goes in 18 table, so we can solve the problem easily. But 60 doesn't 60 completely not divisible by the 18, exactly divisible by 18, we don't get the remainder 0. That is why we have to do the simplification this way. Decimals comes, okay, we have to solve the problem this way. So finally, what is the speed, what is the time taken by the car? 6.02 seconds, right? 6.02 seconds. Note down this problem.